Good morning, everyone. Joining us in our welcome song. Welcome to Unity this morning. We've got a special guest, Mrs. Claus, somewhere hiding. She's hiding.
She's in her sleigh.
Welcome to Unity, where we are one. We're one with everything and everyone. We're glad you're here today. We hope you find a place where you belong in love divine. The world has been designed in unity. The sky, the earth, the sea, in harmony. Let's show our oneness now. Look round and see the universal plan is unity. Oh, what is peace on earth? Not something won, already here in us since time begun. But I must know that peace begins with me, and I must show the peace is mine to be. The world has been designed for peace on earth, for me to look at you and see your word. Let's see our oneness now, let's give it birth. Let's live in oneness now, with peace on earth. I thought we were doing, that's a congregation song, huh?
No?
Okay.
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Jack Porter, a member of Unity. Welcome to Unity of the Hill Country, where we offer a positive path to spiritual living. The daily word today is going to be read by Mandy. So here she comes.
Good morning. The word for today is love. The affirmation is, on my Advent journey, I abide in love. Let's say that all together. On my Advent journey, I abide in love. One of the most beloved verses of Scripture calls me to recognize love as the greatest of spiritual blessings. Today, I will take the words of the Apostle Paul to heart and abide in love everywhere I go. To the marketplace, I spread my warmth with kind interactions with clerks and fellow customers. At meetings, whether work-related or social, I offer words of cheer that greet everyone as a beloved child of God. I express my love in moments of unconditional appreciation to all people. The more I look for reasons to share my love, the more I will find. Especially during the Advent season, there are many opportunities to visit, to care, to give. I will choose the ones that fill my heart to overflowing. Today, I will abide in love. In Scripture, 1 Corinthians 13:13, and now faith, hope, and love abide, these three, and the greatest of these is love. Let's say our affirmation one more time together. On my Advent journey, I abide in love.
Thank you, Mandy. Please take a moment to silence your phone if it's on. Just hit that silent button so it doesn't disturb the gathering, please. Affirmation prayer is essential to Unity Movement. We honor the prayer with you. A written prayer requests are sent to 24/7 prayer vigil and silent unity. You can also call the hotline on the screen and submit your prayers online. You'll never be alone in prayer. Please just take a moment to lift up our prayers in our prayer chest and in the community now. Please join me in affirming our mission and vision statements. Are you ready? To live consciously, celebrating the divine potential in all, as well as our statement of faith, revealing oneness in the world of universal peace, love, and abundance. Before we get started on our service, there's a brief announcements. First of all, as treasurer of the board, I want to express a very positive thing. In November, just came out our financials, and we were in the positive. So September was in the positive, October was a little bit in the negative, and now we're just a little bit up on the positive again. So I think it's going to continue on from now on. So I just want to share that with you. It's not on my script, it's right here in my heart. Okay. Our annual giving project will be dedicated to the Hill Country Christ Council this year. Every year we set aside a portion of our December tithes to a local charity. If you wish to donate for this cause separate from your tithes, please note this on your check or donation envelope. And you can put that in when we pass the hat around later on. Also, winter hats and chili mixer, Monday, December 16th from 3 to 6 p.m. There's cornbread and chili for $5. This is a, per plate, this is a revenue generating from the events committee. So, if you come and donate your $5, you'll get a free knitted hat, male or female, doesn't matter. And Frances right now is doing it right now. She's just now knitting.
Please come. I'm extremely nervous because I'm making 9 pounds of chili. So if you don't bring your friends and hungry mates, then I don't know if I've got the freezer space to freeze all the rest of that chili. So I'm awesome. So if just in case you want to take some home, I'm bringing some to-go stuff so that you can take also buy some chili and take it home to your family.
Okay.
Like I said, make a poor girl not they just come eating lots and lots of chili. It's not spicy, and yes, it's going to have beans.
All right, thank you, Frances. You said 9 pounds of chili?
Well, okay, so the inspiration.
Yes.
9 pounds of chili was last winter. I bought a whole bunch of ground meat and froze it just in case we, got a whole bin and couldn't go to the grocery store. So I figured 9 pounds of chili
Okay.
with cornbread.
So y'all out there in La La Land, come in on Monday and have part of the 9 pounds of chili, and you may be able to take some home with you if there's leftovers. Yes. Frances said it'd make her very happy to take that off of her. So, okay. So that's Monday, this Monday from 3 to 6 p.m. And also in our December blood drive is Sunday, December 22nd from 11 to 4 p.m. So walk-ins are always available. They're not going to turn you away for giving blood. But if you pre-register, they prefer that. There is a representative from the South Texas Blood Bank in the lobby today immediately following the service to help with the registration. Texas is in deficit of blood supply, so please consider making this life-saving donation in this giving season. Okay, now we're going to have a congregational song. Are you ready? All right.
can all join us on this song. And it's actually Mrs. Claus that's coming to town today.
You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. With little tin horns, little toy drums, Rudy Toot Toot and Rummy Tum Tum. Santa Claus is coming to town. The kids and girls and boyland will have a jubilee. He's gonna build a toyland all around the Christmas tree. So you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming, Santa Claus is coming,
Here she comes.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
No?
A ray of hope flickers in the sky. A tiny star lights up way up high. All across the land dawns a brand new morn. This comes to pass when a child is born. A silent wish sails o'er the sea. Words of change whisper in the trees, and the calls of doubt grumble, tossed and torn. This comes to pass when a child is born. A rosy hue settles all around. You've got the feel you're on solid ground. For a speck of sun, no one seems forlorn. This comes to pass when a child is born. It's all a dream, an illusion now. It must come true sometime soon, somehow. All across the land dawns a brand new dawn. This comes to pass when a child is born. All across the land dawns a brand new morn. This comes to pass when a child is born.
You know, there's somebody in the house, and she's dressed in red. It's Mrs. Claus. Why don't you come on up and greet us today? Here he is. So you think you know Santa?
Like I know Santa. Oh. Good morning, everybody. Um, one question, Brad. How do I advance my slides? Click me away. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. Thank you. I am so excited about being here today. Isn't there something wonderful about this time of year? I don't know what it is. We're going to explore that. We're going to take a look at Santa around the world. There's 13 countries that recognize a Santa Claus. Then we're going to take a look at the real Santa Claus. And then we're going to talk about what is it? What is it that makes everybody tingle at this time of year? Wrong way. For those that have seen me before, you know I have this thing with slides. I never know what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. First stop on our parade is the United Kingdom. Certain traditions are just natural part of the Christmas in Britain. Yorkshire pudding, turkey, those kid pull Christmas crackers, they call them. Okay? And Father Christmas wears green in there. Although you'll see more popular red suited versions of Santa in the UK, the traditional British Father Christmas wears a hooded green cloak, a wreath of holly or ivy, and carries a staff. His appearance, like many Christmas traditions, is rooted in pagan mythology. If you notice in the Ghost of Christmas Present, Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol, this is the representation. Wrong way again. There we go. We're going to France. While his name may be French for Father Christmas, Père Noël has his own Christmas traditions. He wears a long red cloak instead of a red suit, and children leave their shoes by the fireplace, hoping that they will be filled with goodies after Mass on Christmas Eve. Père Noël also traditionally travels with a not-so-friendly companion called Père Fouettard, or the whipping father, who spanks any children who have not behaved well throughout the year. So off we go to the Russia and Ukraine. Ded Moroz, which is translated as Father Frost, is a figure of Slavic mythology, often depicted as a wizard or a demon. Traditionally, he would punish naughty children by kidnapping them, but this darker part of Ded Moroz has softened over the years. Now, on Christmas Eve, he travels all over the Slavic region, mainly in Russian and Ukraine, carrying gifts for children with his cheerful companion, Snegorotia, the snow maiden. Trust me on that, I don't know. It's okay, here we go. Tomte, or Julmenten, is a creature based in Swedish folklore, traditionally a dwarf-like being with the appearance of a garden gnome or tomte guards. They guard the farmhouses from bad luck. Although he was originally associated with the devil, the tomte legend in modern times has combined it with Santa. On Christmas, an adult family member will dress up as Julmenten, complete with a face mask, and ask, "Are there any good children who live here?" before delivering the presents. The Nissen or Julensen in Norwegian folklore are very similar to the Swedish Jotulmen, known as the Christmas pixies or Christmas elves. The Julian were traditionally barn devils who would act as spirit guardians over farms. Nowadays, Julensen comes from the North Pole and gives gifts to little children on Christmas, just like the iconic version of Santa Claus. Unlike Santa, Julensen wears a gray clothing with usually a gray beard instead of white. Hello? There we go. Sinterklaas is the Dutch version of Santa Claus who most resembles Saint Nicholas, the patron saint of children and inspiration for the modern Santa Claus legend. Sinterklaas comes riding into town on a white horse, wearing a tall red bishop's hat and a jeweled staff. He knocks on doors and brings gifts to good children, while his companion, Grumpus, rattles chains at naughty children and threatens to kidnap them. Are we jolly so far? Oh, okay. Christkind, or Christ Child, is the benevolent, usually female gift bringer who leaves presents for good children on Christmas Eve, much like her more famous counterpart, Santa Claus. She makes appearances to Lutheran families in Germany, Austria, Czech Republic, and the Slovakian region, and usually appears wearing a crown and long curly blonde hair. Christkind's angelic appearance and peaceful persona is derived from baby Jesus Christ himself and comes from the Protestant tradition that Jesus, instead of mythological creatures like Santa or Father Frost, leaves behind Christmas presents. Every year in the city of Nuremberg, Germany, they choose a child to play the part of the Christkind, and during the holiday market and celebration known as Christkindlmarkt. Are we in Spain? There's Spain. Spain's there. In Spain, good children are not only visited by one, but three jolly figures who disseminate presents on El Dia de Reyes, the day that the three wise men, or the Magi, finally reached the baby Jesus on January 6th. In the days leading to El Dia de Reyes, children in Spain, Mexico, and other Hispanic countries will write letters to their favorite wise man, Melchor, Gaspar, and Balthazar, asking for gifts. Sound familiar? That night, children leave out sweets for the Magi and hay for the camels they ride on, and place their shoes where the Magi will spot them, and the next day the offerings will be replaced by presents. Finland. Hulupki, also known as the Yule goat, has been nicknamed the Finnish Santa. Before globalism naturally combined traditional Scandinavian customs with modern-day Santa Claus, the Yule goat was a malevolent spirit associated with the Norse god Odin, who knocked on doors and demanded gifts and leftovers from Yuletide feasts. Nowadays, Hulupka goes around to each house but will instead inquire, "Are there any well-behaved children here?" and hand out presents. He drives a sleigh by pulling reindeer that do not fly. This one's crazy. Okay, perhaps the most fun-loving tradition on this list is Teo de Nadal, and he is a log with a painted-on smiley face who, get this, defecates presents. I don't want any. In the Catalonian region of Spain, children place their Teo de Nadal under the Christmas tree and feed him nuts and dried fruit in the days leading up to Christmas, while simultaneously keeping him warm under a blanket. And then he gets to poop presents. I don't want to live there. The Yule lads are 13 mischievous Icelandic elves who, instead of making toys in Santa's workshop, play tricks on children. Potaleski, for instance, will steal your leftovers, while Gryla, the mother of the 13 Yule lads, will kidnap you if you have behaved badly. During the 13 nights leading up to Christmas, Icelandic children place their shoes by the windowsill in hopes that one of the 13 Yule lads will leave them small gifts or candies. Misbehaved children will instead receive rotten potatoes in their shoes. Do we have a witch up there? We do. Long before the man in the red suit was bringing toys to children on Christmas, La Befana, a good-natured witch who flies around on a broomstick, was doing the same thing for good children in Italy. She has been a part of Italian folklore since the 8th century. According to the story, the three wise men came upon La Befana's house on Christmas Eve when they were journeying to see baby Jesus. She gave the wise men shelter and they asked her to join them to visit the Christ child. She declined, but then later changed her mind and tried to catch up with the Magi. However, she never found her way to Bethlehem, and now on the eve of Epiphany on January 5th, she flies over Italy and gives toys and candy to good children, leaving coal for the naughty ones. And the tradition of Santa that Americans know and love, with a red suit, a long white beard, a jolly laugh, and a sack full of presents, can find its origins in dark pagan traditions that mark the middle of winter, as well as Christian legends of the 3rd century monk known as Saint Nicholas. And in Texas, yeehaw! Now, I brought all that information to the table to say there's some very dark sides and a lot of behavioral management that goes down with this Christmas thing. And, as grown-ups, we think it's funny to ask, have you been naughty? And you go, of course. But kids, man, all this behavioral, you can't, and we tease that, Santa's not going to bring you anything if you don't blah, 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 blah. Does that work? No. In fact, I find the excitement of Christmas makes children misbehave more so because they're all wound up. We feel the excitement, they feel the excitement, don't know what to do with it, and that's why this is such a difficult time for most families. The Santa thing is not a representative in a religious way, but in a connectedness way. It connects many families, many children. I'm going to throw out the possibility that the reason this feels so exciting is globally the vibration is higher around the world, and we collectively just raise the vibration of excitement. I also want to put out that the reason there's Christmas miracles is because at this time of the year, people look for them and see them, whereas the rest of the year, they really don't look. So this season, this time of excitement and global connection, and we're all behaving better. Why? Is it the behavioral part of Santa? I don't know. But we all try to do better during Christmas. But I want to take a look next at a video where Santa Claus talks about this naughty or nice.
I think I did this all wrong. It started with good intentions. A way to motivate behavior, to codify gift-giving, streamline deliveries, but naughty or nice? As if some kids don't have enough to worry about, only to have me judge them without context, without perspective, without any sort of doctorate in psychology, honorary or otherwise. Reducing these growing, varied, intricate beings to some binary code of this or that, naughty or nice. Did I condemn every kid who already felt like a misfit toy? Oh, maybe there's something else. Something I missed. Naughty or nice? Isn't it just as possible that they're nervous or nice? Uncomfortable in their own skin or nice? I'm angry and I don't know why or nice? My impulses are beyond my control or nice? hurting or nice. And who can blame them? With the news, the lockdown drills, the internet, the world is bearing down on them, and we expect these struggling kids to just what? Speak when spoken to? What if, with a little understanding, a little perspective, it's interesting or nice? I mean, show me an interesting, fully formed person, and I'll show you a once difficult child. It's only taken me 1,000 years, but I think I finally see it. These kids, they're not naughty or nice. They're kids. I know. We're going. We're going.
I'm going to move this just a little bit because that's like making me nervous. I watch the flame going, oh. Isn't that powerful? So what is Santa Claus? Really? Who is it for you? I want to explore that the behavioral thing doesn't work. I want to explore that the punishment phase doesn't work. Kids just need to be loved. And we all need to be loved. And what does love mean? Let others voluntarily evolve. That's the purest kind of love. Today's Advent word is love. Now, it's still complex because some people have good experiences, others may not. But what is that magic? Most of you know who I am. My little Care Bear shoots love all the time. But when I wear this, people will receive that love a lot easier. Because most of the time they don't feel deserving of the love. But at Christmas time, it's okay. It's cool. It's like what we do. So I just can walk around the store and people just light up. Am I any different than the Susan that walks around the store on another day? No. But this outfit, it sparks people. It does something. It allows the inner child of people that are struggling with the loss of a loved one or something feel the magic. How do we define that magic? It's obviously not just Santa. Santa's not religious. It's not in religion. I boiled it all down to, because I've been thinking on this the whole time. What was the one word that connects the writing the letter, the making the wishes, the excitement of the gifts? That word for me, it came out to be hope. The hope in the new baby that's born. The hope that we write to Santa, or even as a grown-up, or the reason we visit. We hope for something better that we know is out of our control, so it's kind of a soft prayer. I really hope. And what does hope spring from? Love. Love is the bottom of everything, but I pondered this, what's the Christmas thing, the spirit, the magic? It's hope, right? And we can provide hope and love every day just because we walk around. So yes, you can have Christmas every day. I do. I use my Christmas plates, my Christmas cups. Heck, I had one of my Christmas cups in here in the summertime, and someone said, "Is it Christmas every day?" I said, "For me, it is. I love and hope every day." So we don't have to just wait for this time of year to be a Mrs. Claus or a Santa. Lean in, listen, love on people, and know that through hope and love, you can have Christmas every day.
Thank you, Miss Claus.
We have a flute
Okay,
player.
we're going to have a
coming.
silent night.
We have, she's in the hallway. Everybody join in and sing along. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is That's our very own Ray. Beautiful.
It's wonderful, Ray. Thank you so much, and many thanks.
And this is when we enter into our quiet time for meditation.
Okay, anyone here for the first time? Oh, sorry.
And as we enter into this quiet time, let us relax our minds and our bodies. Close your eyes and take an in breath and then an out breath. Again, take an in breath, an out breath. Releasing stress, releasing negative thoughts. Feel yourself letting go of the past, letting go of hurt and frustration. Allow yourself to open your hearts and minds to the healing, forgiving, and empowering energy of love and kindness. Love is seeking to be expressed in our lives through this miracle of Christmas. The loving energy of hope and peace, bringing us closer together through that one presence and one power and that Christ Spirit which is everywhere present as we enter into the silence.
I'm so relaxed. That was beautiful flute. Beautiful. Thank you, Ray. And thank you, Mindy, for your help in that, too. Okay, anybody here for the first time? I think we're all family here. I'm looking around. I think we're all family. So, if you would like, the ushers will come forward and we'll have an opportunity to support our spiritual cooperative. Please bless what we are giving now. Can join us, please. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiply all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I send it forth with my blessings and my love.
Oh, we gotta switch the words back there. Freely, freely, I receive. Freely, freely, I give. Divine love through me blesses all that I give and receive.
We open our hearts in gratitude as we release these donations. We send these gifts forward through our congregation and to the world, blessing all that it affects. Amen. We have reached the end of our gathering today. So everybody would just rise and circle around and hold hands, and we'll sing the peace song and prayer for protection.